Okay, so for the double rig and how I do everything, this is not just purely Heber Springs. This is pretty much anywhere in the country. You go down to the end of your fly line. I tie a nail knot here. Typically, if you've got a loop here, you can tie into your tippet really easy by just looping it in and looping it over, run it through. No big deal there. But I do not have a loop on the end of my fly line, so I tie a nail knot, which lays down really nice and get your tag ends out. You look up nail knot on the internet and you can see what's going on. But I tie a nail knot with a heavy piece of monofilament out to the end of it, and then I tie a perfection knot here, which gives me a loop so that I can loop my leaders in and out. So then we go from that into your tapered leader. Tapered leader, tapered leader, tapered leader, all the way down and get to the end of our tippet. Oh, there we go. Down to the end of our tippet. You can tie a blood knot or whatever knot you feel is necessary. I have a strange form of the blood knot because it stands up off the line. I don't know if you can see that or not, but that's not the way to do it. That's how I do it. I tie a better knot than that if you can learn how to. Me, I bastardized the blood knot. So you go down to our egg on your end of your tippet. It's the first one I like to run. You tie a little bit of egg in the end. As you can see, this is a size, I believe this is a size 16, probably, maybe a little bit smaller, I can't remember. Got a little blood dot in it. Peach, orange, anything like that. Sometimes chartreuse. Chartreuse doesn't seem to work real well. And then trail it with some type of soft hackle. Which this is the soft hackle I'm talking about. I don't know if you can see that really good. But as you can see, that is a nymph. Nymph. Got some, that's supposed to look like legs whenever it hits the water. That's probably a size 14, 16, somewhere in there. So you're going to tie that behind the other one. And you want it to run, you know, I like to run it about 10, 12 inches apart. So you get some good, you know, independent float of the two. And how you do that is, sorry, I've got a cold. You tie a basic clinch knot, but you use your finger to do it, which I've already done here for the purposes of making it simple. So it slips up and down. And so you tie it around your finger and leave the loop open so that you can hook that around the shank of the hook you just tied on your tippet. Give it a pull. You may have to help the knot along a little bit. Sorry, this isn't terribly easy to do through a video camera. Give it a pull. And that will cinch it up right to the back of the other knot. So you can get the rest of your knot out. As you can see, I've got it tied to the back. You've got your tag in, which you're going to cut off. The trick is you run 4x up here, right? And you run 5, 6x, whatever you deem necessary, to the back. So if you get this hung up, this breaks off and you don't lose your whole rig. So, go down to the end, tie your standard clinch knot on the back for your, or whatever you want to. You can tie a Palomar, you can tie a 1400 perfection knot if you wanted to give it some more movement. I don't do that. You can tie, there's the Rapala knot, whatever you want to on the back of it, just as long as it holds it on. And so you tie your soft hackle on the back. And so that gives you the independent flow. So you've got both of them. This here, and then you're going to go back here. It's about 18 inches, 14 inches to your other one. And then you're going to put a couple of split shot weights, or however heavy, above the knot of your tippet. So you squeeze on 2 or 3 small weights right here, so they don't, because if you put them below, they slip down, and that sucks whenever you're casting. So put them right here. Stack them up, and run up here to the very, very end of your tippet, where it meets the fly line. Your leader makes the fly line, I'm sorry. And you go down below, and you're going to want to give this about, oh gosh, I would give it about, I think that's about 12 inches. And you're going to put a strike indicator on. Now, I like the hotheads because they turn, they got the stripe, you can see them turn in the water. So, what you do to run the hothead, or if you're wanting to do, you can do the pinch-ons, which are fine, but you can't ever adjust them. These are cool because you can adjust them. Same thing with the thingamabobbers. Thingamabobbers are really cool because they're the same idea. They say it's set pretty high in the water. I can't see them turn like I can the hotheads. These are really hard to find. Good luck. I found these out in San Juan, I believe. I don't know. I'll try to send you a link if I remember where I got them, but I ordered a whole bunch of them from the manufacturer at one point in time because I couldn't find them anywhere else. They're foam filled. They're awesome. So you fold it over like this, run it through, do a half clinch or a half hitch over the top of it. Got it just like that, and then it's adjustable either direction. So here's the end of your line right here. Go down, got your knot, got your leader. Starting in with your hitch, we throw it way up so you get good float on the end. This is probably a 10-foot leader as a whole, or 9-foot is what I actually do. And then I tie the tippet on, which is right there with a blood knot or whatever you choose necessary. Weights go above, right here. Tie into your egg pattern. Now, make sure you crimp the barbs so that you don't have to jack with any of that. Tie your egg pattern right there. Tie the clinch knot beforehand on your finger. Tie it on the shaft. And then at the end, you tie on your soft tackle, which I've dropped. So anyway, soft tackle at the end. So that's your dual rig. Weight here. Hothead at the end, tied into your leader. I think you're good. All right, call, man. You're going to have some questions, I'm sure. Thanks.